let's check out the most recent aura analysis video for TBATE episode 6. 6 minutes? This is a thick one, all right? This is a big one, all right?
Welcome back to another aura analysis. The beginning after the end.
Let's go.
Episode 6.
Who is more scary here? I think the asymmetrical eyes on the Manhwa side actually is more menacing. Like, something about one eye being a circle, but the other being this shape, it gives off a more scary vibe than this one. Okay, Tessia. Tessia on top of Arthur. Nothing really to say here. Medusa Tessia. I guess we gotta give it to the anime for this one. The fact that they actually, you know, animated, quote unquote animated, but drew Tessia's, you know, a head like that, while here it only has like a basically the small little speech bubble. Okay, okay. Tessia loves pinching, huh? Lover chibi moments. I'm gonna have to. The Tessia scenes honestly are pretty good on the anime side. I've noticed that they give extra care to this character for sure. The teeth here, right? I don't know if the teeth honestly matters, but more teeth here, more cute and funny in the anime side to me. All right, let's look at this carriage. Which has more aura? Well, on the right-hand side, you have 2 extra servants. On this side, you don't. So it kind of looks like they're poorer here. In terms of the actual designs of this carriage, it's about the same. It's pretty much 1-to-1, is it not? There's nothing too different about this. The rooftop, the overall structure. I guess maybe on the left side for the anime, it's more shiny. Maybe I'll give it to the anime. No, the extra servant girls. I'm gonna give it to the manga for the extra servant girls. Father looks kind of wonky. A lot of people are saying like, yo, don't sleep on this guy. This guy's actually a goated character in the future. All right, we'll see about that. His pendant looking thing on his head, more shiny over here in the anime, but it's like bigger in the manhwa. Grandpa? What the hell is very on aura farming like this for? Yo, it's just and he's like showing the deepest cleavage too. This man whore, yo, you know Virion was like, he gotta be crazy in his prime, man. You don't want to know him in his prime. Even Arthur, a little bit of head tilt, you know, Shaft-esque here, aura. Cute, very cute, Tessia. Okay, the art kind of looks sus though. Grandpa, okay, the art here is, I don't know, the perspectives and the shapes and the angles are pretty wonky, but in the manhwa, his eyes are definitely way more narrow. It's probably intentional to give him like a very sharp vibe. He looks a lot more wholesome in the anime. All right, let's compare these two. All right, this is the Baba's place. Baba's place. I mean, this is just more zoomed in, and you don't get to see the above. I like the manhwa one better because you can see the greenery above here, the shrubs, and the trees, and the rocks. Okay. Just busting down. Tessia liked that in the manhwa. And the anime both were shocked, like, what the hell are you doing? But Tessia's like, yeah, Grandpa, kick that door down. Baba? Baba was way more mad in the anime. The art here is actually really good. I like the red glare, probably sunset lighting shining through the windows. This looks really sick here. Okay, more detail in Arthur's hair for sure. Baba looks absolutely insane in the manhwa. Those eyes are crazy. Very colorful. Okay. Mama! Oh, Mama, different hairstyle. Ponytail Mama. Okay. Dad! Where'd the facial hair go for dad? What the fuck? Yo, the facial hair. They both look very pale. They're probably kind of, it's probably like them trying to say that they're depressed. Dad hasn't shaved in a while and mama looks pale because their son is gone.
I prefer the manhwa art style on this part.
Okay.
In the anime, his parents doesn't look like that sad or in grief over their son's death or disappearance.
Yeah, the character acting is non-existent in the anime, right? Character acting being able to portray some level of emotion, right? Like, for example, in Solo Leveling, the scene with Jinmu crying, the facial reactions, the expression, right? That's character acting. In TBATE, that doesn't really exist. It's kind of just very simple, shallow gestures, right? Teary-eyed here, but you can still see that there's way more expression happening in the manhwa. Oh my goodness. Detail in the art here too. Mom definitely looks shocked and worried here for sure, but like a level of terror that exists in the mom's face, way more expressive. Dad? It is such a different tone. Because like, again, like they're going black and white color scheme. Because they're trying to convey like backstory, but it's also very sad memories. In the anime though, everything is just blue and colorful and green. So it doesn't like give off a very solemn vibe. It's just, hey, happy days, happy-go-lucky. But in the manhwa, you can definitely see it. Interesting choice to keep the flowers color in here though. The blood, is this the blood? Is this the red blood lily? I'm not sure. Anytime you see the blood lily in, you know, anime, it's like a bad thing. I remember like in 86, you see that flower so many fucking times. This scene was so ridiculous in the anime. Way more expressive. So much more expressive in the manhwa.
And they cut out the part where his mom tried to disconnect herself.
Jesus, what? Mom literally cut her. What? Holy shit. Oh, she looks broken here. Beyond broken. Yeah, the anime really missed out on trying to convey the level of like sadness, depression, how much it impacted them. Just off of these frames alone, you can tell how much, feelings are involved. But in the anime, again, very shallow. Like, I know that mom and dad are sad, but it's not like that important. It's more like an afterthought of, oh, here's mom and dad. Oh, they're still sad about the kid. Yeah, that makes sense. But in the manhwa, it's like, damn, they're going through it. Okay. Door analysis. Well, these ones have pillars in the anime. The door honestly looks pretty cooler here. I'm not gonna lie, guys. That the long skinny door here with the longer handles with the pillars, the shrubs on the side looks pretty cool. That looks so wonky over here. The back of his head looks so funny to me. Okay. Prego, that's right. We got a sibling coming. I think it might be a sister, right? Man, bro is going through it. No shaving. This is when they hear Arthur's voice. Yeah, the manhwa way more expressive. Take care until I get back. Now dad's gonna go shave. Mom and dad are like crying tears of joy over here. But over here, mom is like slightly wet eyes. Dad doesn't really care. Dad's already shaved. They couldn't draw in the fucking stubble, the facial hair, man. Okay. Oh, look at determination in Arthur. Oh my goodness, look at that manga frame. Okay, Virion basically stop being racist now. He has been accepted by the elf family. Okay. Tessia. Love Arthur's face. Arthur is so expressive. He's like, what the hell's going on here? Oh, chibi moments from mom and dad. Yo, I love this in the manhwa. Honestly, why isn't Studio A-Cat doing this? Like, chibi moments like this would be way easier to quote-unquote animate than, you know, actual drawings like this, right? I feel like they're kind of missing out on an opportunity to cheap out when the cheaping out in quotations is an actual, like, one-to-one from the source material that conveys, like, I don't know, comedy. Is that Virion? Yo, is GG with us? Is Virion putting on shades here and following Arthur and Tessia as like a worried like parent figure, seeing like if their granddaughter is gonna be safe on a date with another boy? Oh, rich kid, rich kid. Shitty ass rich kid. Arthur looks so displeased here. He's like, what the hell? Anime, I think, did a pretty good job in translating this to here, right? Maybe the finger should be more straightened, right? It's kind of curved down like this. But the overall, like, Ikemen pose, the head tilt, it's pretty good. It's actually pretty good. The sparkling aura, though, yeah, it's kind of missing, right? In the manhwa, you have the twinkle star, you know, Ikemen aura going on. It's not seen in the anime, unfortunate. You go back where you came from, monkey. That's actually crazy, though. The ugliest girl in this entourage is calling us monkeys. Arthur Loki got pissed off, huh? He looked just kind of like disappointed and kind of just like annoyed in the anime, but like in the manhwa, he looks fucking pissed off. Alright, fuck him up. The sarcastic remarks? Looks like in the manhwa, the sarcastic remarks, you know, gave him like a confidence boost, and then he realized that, hold up, you're making fun of me right now. Yes, it is. Oh, that's a great scene. The entire, like, I like this perspective shot in the manhwa, and Tessie is still dying. Over here, it's more like horizontal, right? I don't know, you just kind of like 2D side-scrolling way. I like the different angle here, as you can see Arthur's like feet also doing this like graceful bow gesture. Okay, it's time to duel, baby. I challenge you to a duel. Yo, he's about to say what the actual fuck. What? I really like these chibi moments. I don't think this is a case like Solo Leveling where they're intentionally removing, you know, expressions like this in the source material to retain Sung Jin-woo's aura, but they should really include these, man, in the anime. Okay, the duel time. I guess it's impressive that they actually draw in the eyes here for these characters rather than leaving them blank here. Okay, okay. Hajime, let's go! And then the punch? Let's see the punch.
This part reminded me of this meme.
True. Pepe winding up. I like the glowing eyes here. Way more cooler to have Arthur close the distance before this kid even knew what's going on, and you can see like this glowing aura from his eyes. Ooh! It wasn't bad, right? The anime, honestly, the punch, it's the most animated fight that I think we've seen so far. Because most of the fights are just panel to panel cuts, PowerPoint presentation style. They actually show the punch, you know, move. So I guess that's all I can really ask for. In the manhwa, same thing. You get to see the spit, you know, falling out. More of like a twist in his face, cheeks, as you are basically punching, right? You can see the twisting. It's pretty cool there. Deserved. That's it? Bro lost so much aura. This guy lost so much aura in front of the huz, man. In front of his girls and all people around here. I wonder if he's gonna crash out and try to get like vengeance on us in the future. Or maybe he'll get humbled and like admit Arthur is like big bro. Arthur looking at his fist being like, huh, am I really that strong? Nice little moment with Tessia. Okay. 1-to-1 basically. Tessia looks pissed off. Racist shopkeeper. In the anime, he was kind of doing like hand gestures to get out of here, human. But in the manhwa, you can see like a correcting, you know, the blue archive correction emoji, you know, on his face, the straining. He's like, get out of here, monkey. And then Tessia shows up. Hey, stop being racist. I think that Virion in the anime looks way better. I just don't see the manhwa face. It's he kind of reminds me like a pug in the way that the face is all scrunched up in the middle. You know, like I don't know, guys. I feel like the anime did a pretty good job in representing Virion in the early stages. Like I like his like single bang coming out. The overall proportions of the eyes and the face, the symmetry is way better. I wonder how Virion will change in the manhwa. The eyebrows, yeah, they're pretty sharp here. I think the anime though, I think his design is pretty good though. Training time.
Here it's looked like Arthur is trying some Germany must.
Hey, careful now. Hey, Arthur, what you doing?
Dash man emote, and he is teaching it to Tessia.
Tessia, careful. Careful now. Careful now.
I prefer the Manhwa font here.
Agreed. It's nice. It's the 3 years later, the English. It looks nice. Oh, Tessia! Yo, the lips though. Way more glossy. Okay, the hair. Oh my goodness. What the hell was happening here, bro? Why is Arthur's ass looking so big in the anime here? Although you can't see this. You can't see this. I was hiding my face the entire time. There was this scene. There was this scene. But over here, I thought like she was doing some sort of like, I don't know, some sort of magic attack. Anyways. Arthur, pretty much the same, but just like longer hair. Okay. I thought her anime face looked kind of odd, but it's trying to portray like the head tilt, you know, the head tilt that Tessia is doing here. So okay, not too crazy of, you know, design change. It's basically same characters, a little bit taller, longer hair.
And that's it. Don't forget to subscribe.
There it is. And thank you, SUPERXTRAZ, for another week of aura analysis for TBATE. I think that it was pretty decent. Honestly, the biggest L is the lack of expression in the parents to convey that depression, the sadness, the sorrow, the grief that they had. In the anime, it was very it was very shallow, right? It's definitely shallow. In the anime, way more expressive. The overall color tones, you know, palettes of background art. The anime definitely did not give a fuck at all, and they were just kind of reusing these scenes. Also, the extra context with like mom cutting herself and stuff like that. But besides that, everything else was relatively decent, right? Again, it's still garbage, but relatively decent compared to the other episodes. And that's pretty much it. Please check out SUPERXTRAZ channel. Here's a link to the video. Go give the video a like and juice up his channel and check out some other content if you want. And I will see you next time.